Tony D and Little Joan were screenwriters rant on The Siege, a movie about a hitman complex that gets besieged because, surprise, surprise, they're going to kill the hitmen. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey, it's the Pineys. Books 1 through 10 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. I will be at Nerdfest tomorrow. That's Sunday from 10 to 4 in Swedesboro, New Jersey. So stop on by I think it's a Holiday Inn, and check it out. Also, live stream tomorrow at 7. Now, The Siege is exactly what I said. He's a hitman, this hairy guy, sent on a secret mission to kill a dude, which he does, and kills all his friends. Then he goes to this complex where they're going to make him disappear because they have this machine that burns his fingerprints off. That was kind of cool, I gotta say. That was pretty cool. And then there's a bunch of other people, assuming other hitmen. They're also going to disappear too. And they're in this complex where people get new identities, I guess. So, but then they're going to raid it and kill everybody. But to kill the killers, oh, that's going to be tough. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little too downstream for me. Here's the problem. Again, let's see. Directed by Brad Watson. It looks like an action movie. Written by Nicole Bartlett. Story by Tom Patton. Or Payton. Yeah, looks like a kind of movie they shoot in Romania on a low budget. Again, no offense. There's a lot of cool stunts going on. I'd watch this movie. Totally would, but I wouldn't expect much from it. He must fight to survive. I'm kind of not super into the character, though, because he is a hitman, and he doesn't seem to be a repentant one. Like, normally when you set these movies up, oh, he's a hitman, but he's got a daughter, and he wants to stop this. He didn't want this life. He doesn't want that life for her. Or, like John Wick. He's retired, and he had a dog, and they killed his dog. Something like that. I'm not seeing those elements with this movie. It just so happens he's on his way out of the business for whatever reason. And they decide to kill him. Here's the thing with hitmen. First off, they're not really a thing. Not really. Like, big, gigantic criminal organizations have guys, but very few of them will specialize in this. They tend to be guys who are just other guys in the organization. Really, if you're in a criminal organization, you're expected to kill people. If you're a made guy, oh yeah. Yeah, you probably killed 2 or 3 people to just become a made guy. So it's like that is expected of everybody in the organization, including the top guys. So, and like the idea that the guy, oh, you need a guy who's super skilled, he's got to be skilled at killing, and he's a death machine. You got to be very careful around him. It's a trope. You can kind of make it work in the movies, but it stretches credulity, I think, to do it like this and not to make him more sympathetic. To have this complex, like, the way they're treating it is sort of like, oh yeah, when hitmen retire, they go to this place and they erase their fingerprints and they go on with their lives. No. That's not the easiest way to take care of your hitman problem and make him disappear. The easiest way is to kill him. So if they actually had guys like that who performed all these murders and then decided, you know what, I'm going to retire. I'm just going to go out and live my life with all my millions of dollars. And yeah, I won't say anything. Hey, you know how you won't say anything? Being dead, that's how you don't say anything. I mean, that's kind of what they're doing in the movie, but they wouldn't bother to even set up the place. Because to set up the place implies that there have been guys. Oh yeah, Frank, he retired. Remember, he killed like 500 people. Oh, he's living in Florida now. No, that's kind of not the way it works. They might tell a guy who killed a bunch of people, "Oh yeah, we're gonna let you retire. Oh yeah, you go to this place and they're gonna set you up with a new life." And then he gets there and it's a pit, and they shoot him in the back of the head and they push him in the pit and cover it over with cement. So it's kind of like it's already kind of stretching credulity to even have a hitman. Now you add like the next layer of like, well, not only is there hitmen, but there's this place where they retire, and they, the organized crime family has a way to make sure you disappear, and then you're good. You're free and clear. You're never free and clear in a criminal organization. Um, Now, that all being said, it is a movie. I know you say, well, you're applying all these real world rules to a movie, but the further it gets away from reality, the harder it is to believe. So you want a more realistic setup. I wouldn't have set it up this way. Now, maybe if the place he goes to was super secret, like in John Wick, they set it up, the Continental, whatever. I think it works slightly better in John Wick, even though that's insanely unrealistic too, because you know it's kind of like that level of movie. This isn't that level of movie. This is a little more gritty. It's tougher to pull that off. I think the easier move would have been that he had a few friends who do this stuff. They do other things too, but they're also going to help him disappear. Then maybe, but this feels more like an organized thing. I mean, like the compound where they're hiding or going to be, transferred out of there. It looks pretty extensive in the shots, so it feels like it's a big organization. Also, too, if they were gonna make you disappear and transfer your if they were actually going to do it right, they were actually going to give you a new identity, they'd be ready for you the moment you got there. It'd be over in like an hour, right? You'd show up, they'd erase your fingerprints, whatever they're going to do. You'd shave your head, dye your hair, give you a new set of clothes. Here's your ID, here's your passport. We got it all ready for you. Now on your way. You'd be out the door in like an hour. Kind of like they did on Breaking Bad, right? That was the better way of doing it. You had to show up at this time, and this guy does this, and he's amazing at making people disappear. He sets it all up in advance, and then you just show up, and boom, you're on your way. Within a matter of minutes, you're in your new life. Within a day or two. Not like, well, you're going to sit here while the movie plot happens. So I don't like the setup. But that being said, I like the stunt work. That's always enjoyable to me. Bunch of dudes with guns trying to kill each other. It's not real. I mean, not actually want to see that, but in a movie, I'm fine with it because you're going to see interesting stunts, interesting ways dudes get shot. And then to me, it's a laugh riot when a guy like this survives. Like, he's been shot and stabbed and beaten up like a million times, but he just has a little bit of a limp. And, oh, yeah, he got shot in the arm, but that's okay now. That to me is amusing because it's so unrealistic. I this rates kind of low on my priority. I would see it, but I wouldn't kill myself to see it, right? I definitely wouldn't go to a theater. I wouldn't mind seeing it on VOD, maybe. I would put it on, probably get bored of the exposition and just, come on, get to the stunts, That's the only part of the movie I kind of want to see. Even the main actor, he's not really, filling me with like, oh, I want to see this guy, At least Keanu Reeves in John Wick, I really wanted to see him kill a bunch of people. He needs to give me more, or the script does, or something. I don't know. Let's read the synopsis. and see how close I came to what this is about. Walker, an international assassin hitman, say, is compromised during a mission. His handler sends him to a reassignment center. See, that's too much. At which Walker will be processed for a new identity. During his stay at the facility, a ruthless assault team storms the compound, searching for someone their boss has lost. Walker begrudgingly falls in with Elda, a skilled hit woman, and Juliet, a mysterious ward, in order to maximize the chance to survive the night. Yeah, I don't like that setup. It's too much. It implies all these things that don't really exist. But I mean, the 3-act breakdown's pretty basic. So the first act, he goes on the mission, he gets compromised. They tell him, "Oh, we got to make you disappear for a while. Go to this compound." Right? He goes there. Compound is there. There's a bunch of other hitmen, and he's not supposed to talk to him. Why does he even get to see him? Why don't they have him in separate rooms? So that's the first act. Second act, the bad guy says, we gotta get, I don't know, we gotta kill all these people. So we'll send these are our hitmen, but we're gonna send even more hitmen. Like, where do you get these guys? Like, if you already have other guys, why don't you just get the other guys to do your dirty work? Why do you need specific hitmen? It doesn't make any sense, right? If you could send anybody to go kill these guys, why even bother with hitmen? If everybody's capable of being a hitman, you see what I'm saying? Anyhow, so they send the assault team, and of course they kill a few guys, but eventually Walker, he doesn't look like a Walker either. That's a bad name. I expected a name like Sven. Walker. Such a generic hitman name, but okay. So Walker is going to kill all these dudes, and he does. He just murders them. And Elda? See, Elda sounds like a name I expected, because I feel like this is a European, or like I said, Romanian production. So it should probably be Elda and Sven, not Elda and Walker. But they murder everybody and save the ward. And in the end, they win. And I don't know. Maybe it starts a franchise. I mean, the most heroic way to end Walker is he sacrifices himself to save Elda because he's in love with her, or he realizes the terrible life he's led and this is going to redeem him in some way. I'm not getting that from the movie, though. It just feels like he's, I got to survive. It's not super motivation. You need that motivation to really sell you on a concept like this. You need him to be like, I got to see my daughter again, or the love of my life was killed by these guys. I got to take revenge. Something. But it looks well produced, from a stuntman standpoint. I think the stunts will be cool. I just don't want a bunch of dialogue of them standing around if it's going to be pointless dialogue about how they got to the compound, the magical compound that doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Just jam the thing full of stunts and I'll be fine. I give it a thumbs up if it's just nothing but stunts for 90 minutes. And then at the end he crawls out of the wreckage. Well, that was tough, but we survived. Good job, Walker. Yeah, good job to you too, Elda. Why do we both sound the same? I don't know. So one guy doing our voice. And that's it from me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble. The 3 other platforms for our more base takes. We got 2 other base takes today. And tomorrow, Nerdfest, and don't forget the live stream at 7. So we'll be doing Hollywoke Hot Take Live. And we'll be talking about the Marvel movies. We'll be talking about the box office this weekend. Very interesting. And other stuff about movies. That's it for me. We'll see you